Mad Men fans were gagged during a recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live when Elisabeth Moss said this.
Isn't now the time to come back, bring her back, and make her the focus of, like, the next gen of Mad Men?
I would never say no to anything like that. Mad Men is one of the greatest things I've ever done and will ever do. Like, I would be super happy to play that character again.
So I couldn't find the video, but I think we can all agree this basically confirms there is going to be a Mad Men reboot focusing on Peggy Olson. I'm wet, you're wetter, we're wettest, and I have some ideas for WOMAD women. Mad Men, of course, kicked off in 1960, taking us on a raucous carousel ride through the transformative decade. So it makes sense that WOMAD Women kicks off in 1980 and takes us on a DeLorean ride through the peak age of mall culture. Quick recap of what Peggy got up to throughout the 1970s. She leaves McCann in 72 after sticking up for Don, still coasting on his Buy the World Coke campaign one too many times. She cycles through some progressive boutique agencies, including legendary advertising matriarchy Hockaday & Associates, look them up. But she yearns for more disruption. She gets a 70s Streisand perm and goes in-house at Jet Magazine, pioneering ads targeting the burgeoning African-American middle-class market with pink champagne in 76. But her legacy is cemented in 77 when she births the brainchild that is the I Heart New York campaign. I realized that was the creation of real-life WOMAD woman Mary Wells Lawrence. She was the inspiration for Peggy. It's called an homage. Look it up. Well, she can finally write her own ticket and opens up her own agency, Olson & Olson, in 1980. And in the Mad Men Who's the Boss crossover the world has been waiting for, Peggy discovers a young Angela Bauer. Yes, this is basically being set up as Mad Men meets Working Girl. Who doesn't want to see that? Let the river run, I say. Who is the second Olsen in Olsen & Olsen? Well, it's a nod to her illegitimate son with Pete, who's out there somewhere, who she will encounter one of these days when she least expects it. Menacing. Here's who else from the Mad Men cinematic universe is still in Peggy's orbit. Okay, first off, her and Stan broke up a month after the events of the Mad Men finale. No. She needed a man way more alpha or way more beta, not in between. That was him. They were never going to work. I'm sorry. They were never. Now, thrice remarried and divorced Joan Holloway Harris Houghton Hill, the commercial production queen of the Eastern Seaboard. Officially in her late mid-20s, Sally Draper's still kicking around. A gifted and canny music journalist for Rolling Stone, she auditioned to be one of the first ever VJs on MTV, but lost the gig to Nina Blackwood. And of course, Dawn, whose late-in-life elder care Peggy's been discreetly bankrolling in exchange for the occasional cryptic pearl of wisdom through his emphysema mask. I feel he could make it to 1990. Some of the peak consumerism ad campaigns of the 1980s that could be featured on WOMAD Woman? I thought you'd never fucking ask. Where's the beef? Oh yeah. Just do it. And it is absolutely some gay jingle writer at Olson & Olson who came up with the Folger song. I'll sign off to the rights on this entire thing if you just cast me as the guy who sings it. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.